Hi everybody. I've got some great questions here that you've asked, and so I told you last week I would give a video answer, so here goes. The very first question comes, and I think it's a great question for women who work full-time outside the home, and the question is, how do you do this biblical marriage? What does it look like for a full-time working woman? She doesn't give a lot of detail here, but I get from her note that she says, I'm losing my patience. And I can't help but wonder if she is just overwhelmed by all she might feel like all that she feels like she has to do. And I want to make this extremely simple for her and extremely simple for you too. So if you are a full-time working woman and you feel overwhelmed by all the concepts and the practical suggestions that I've given you this summer, I want you to make it extremely simple for yourself. And this is how you make it simple for yourself. You have to figure out what is important to your husband, and then you do it. What's important to your husband is going to be different than what's important to my husband. And so it's really hard to give you examples like cook his favorite meal, have appetizers waiting, do this, do that. That might not work for your man, but it works for my man. So you have to study him. And you have to figure out what puts a smile on his face, what aggravates him, and then don't do those things that aggravate him, but do the things that put a smile on his face. But you see, don't make this such a rule, a legalistic rule for you. Biblical marriage is an attitude of the heart. And so it's a heart attitude that just really puts forth a lot of effort to maximize her family time. So, I've got teenage children now, and I think about the very little time that we have as a family. Well, I want to really capture those family moments at night, just everyday mundane, and make them sweet and special. And it's not that I'm cooking a favorite meal or cooking a dessert, it's my attitude. I don't want them to look back and see a mom that was always stressed out or had so much on her mind that she could not even focus on what they were doing, which I'm guilty of, and who ignored her husband. So some of the things that I try to do is I just try to connect to my husband's heart, the things that are important to him. So a great example is what you saw on the television show. When you saw me walk up to my husband and ask him if he wanted a quickie, that was a very authentic moment for us. And what I mean by that is I was connecting to his heart at that moment, knowing that none of that was going to be happening anytime in the near future. But we had been working, I think we were like on hour 8, and he was being such a trooper. My children were being troopers, and we needed a comic relief moment. And I needed him to know, hang in there. I know this is hard. Just hang in there. And so we will say that to each other, and it's merely for comic relief. But, the cameras happened to capture that and then ask if they could use it. And I told him sure, because that is authenticity of me connecting to something that's important to my husband in the midst of craziness all around me. Sometimes I'll, connect with him by just rubbing his back. We might be at a dinner with people and we haven't really connected all day. I might just come behind him and just kind of lay my hand on his back and maybe just kind of, rub the lower part of his back. And he knows that is just a sign that I see you. And so whatever you can do that says to your husband, I see you, do it. You want to do it. Okay, next question. I'll do another little thing so I'll do these in separate ones. Okay, thanks.